Today's job is an oil change, and usually I would not do a video of an oil change because they're just maintenance, they're not really a big deal. But I was curious about this one, and I thought maybe you might be curious about it too. What happened is, over the winter, I did some upgrades to this engine, and that includes upgrades to the valve train. I put new rockers in it, and I put new push rods into it. I didn't remove the heads, but I did enough work and enough just parts and pieces and other stuff fell down in there, like bits of gasket and just, you know, the normal stuff that you'd find on a vehicle. This one has 243,000 miles on it, which is just under 400,000 kilometers, and it was built in December of 1993, so it's, you know, it's a bit of an older car, and so just whatever stuff was in there and whatever stuff fell into it while I was disassembling it. Before actually putting it back together, I had taken some just, you know, inexpensive but new fresh motor oil and poured it through basically all the dirty parts and then drained it back out again to kind of get as many possible chunks and particles out of it as I could. And of course, since I was assembling all of these new valve train components, I used a lot of assembly lube. Assembly lube is just a really tacky grease that you can stick into parts that you know are going to need lubrication but won't immediately get lubrication when you're starting up a freshly assembled engine. So I'd put this stuff in there, and this stuff will just kind of dissolve into the oil and, you know, eventually just get changed out in your next oil change, and that's this oil change. So the part that I was curious about is, what does the oil look like when it comes out after having all this stuff in it, possibly tiny little bits of metal from the fresh metal parts all finding their groove with each other. And this thing has about 250 miles since I did all that work. And some of them were, we'll say, spirited miles because, well, you know, what am I going to do? Not drive the heck out of it? So now I'm going to do an oil change with this. I had just put cheap oil into it to kind of just, you know, wear it in. And now I'll change the oil and put a new filter and also better quality oil in there. And what I'd like to see, and maybe you'd like to see, is what that old oil looks like, and also if there's just a lot of fuzz and schmutz and stuff on the magnetic drain plugs. This engine has two drain plugs, two oil drain plugs, which is kind of weird, but it just happens to be the quirk. So you can see here that we've got the power steering rack and kind of the, I guess they call it the K-member, the cradle that holds the engine in place. And right here is one of the drain plugs, and right there is the other drain plug. So what I'll do is I'll open the back one first, and these are magnetic drain plugs. Okay, hopefully you're able to see that, and I'll try to catch some in here. I'm not taking the plug all the way out. I'm letting it kind of stick there with the magnet just so that it doesn't squirt out. There we go. We'll take a better look at that up on top. So here's our two drain plugs. This one here is the one from the front sump, and this is the one from the rear sump. And I'd like to draw your attention to all that gack. Remember, this is only 250 miles. This has only been 250 miles on this. And if you look, there's quite a lot of just worn-in gack. And I assume this is all from the valve train. And look, there's actually a couple little chunks. Now, these chunks may not necessarily be things that have fallen off of the new valve train or anything like that, or anything. These could very well be things that fell off while I was assembling it, like fell into the engine, because there's just a lot of stuff that was, you know, out and around. But overall, this is really glittery oil right here. You know, this is an awful lot of just stuff stuck to these. I should mention that I did not have magnetic oil drain plugs in it before. I just put these in specifically for the purpose of this particular reassembly. But it certainly did catch a lot of stuff. And I really hope these you know, little bits and pieces that I'm finding here are not in any way related to a coming problem. You know, that would certainly be a bad thing, but I guess I'm not above making a mistake. So that's an awful lot of just glitter and crap in there that these guys have collected. And of course, Thankfully, having the magnets meant that all this stuff got captured out of the oil and wasn't floating around in the oil any longer once it got captured. And of course, we've got to look at this oil here, which certainly is dark considering it only has about 250 miles on it. Now, it was just the cheapest. It was Castrol, but it was like the base, conventional Castrol oil. And that's kind of what it looks like in there. It's not beautiful looking, but I guess it looks still like, relatively decent oil. And you can see that on the walls of this, where it's coating the walls, it's not like leaving big old tracks or anything. But I think that this was really interesting. I'm glad to see this because this means either I screwed up in a big way, or it means it sure was a good idea to get some magnetic drain plugs to capture all this stuff. Now, I don't have a means of cutting open an oil filter, and I'm not going to sit here and try and figure out how to cut one open without a special tool. I'm just going to go ahead and replace the oil filter, of course, as I would anyways, and put some nice fresh oil in there. This is what I'm going with, not sponsored. I really don't care what anyone's opinions are. Oil is kind of a religious topic for a lot of people, but that's what's going in there. These guys are getting cleaned. This stuff's getting dumped into my oil collection where I'm going to take it over to AutoZone later on. And of course, I've got a new Motorcraft oil filter to stick on there as well. So I found that pretty interesting. All the ferrous or magnetically attractable stuff that was stuck to those two magnetic drain plugs was interesting. Since I had not had previously a magnetic drain plug on there, I don't know if that was just stuff that had been living in the bottom of the oil pan all this time from previous miles this has been driven, or if all of that came from the new valve train. And I further don't know if that's a problem, if that indicates that I made a mistake of some sort and this thing's going to self-destruct, or if that indicates that it was just the stuff that happens when you're wearing in a bunch of new parts. But the good thing is that I was able to see this, make note of it, and then, of course, next time I do an oil change with the fresh stuff I'm putting in there, I'll be able to once again take note of it and see if that amount has changed at that point. And if I've made a mistake, I guess I've made a mistake. But hopefully I haven't, and hopefully this is just good information to have on hand.